guys, Donna here with your weekly mini reading for May 19th to the 25th, 2025. I hope this finds you well and that you had a good week. If you were impacted by the storms, I do hope that you and your family and those that you love and your friends were safe. It was pretty scary for some of us, and so I had sent out extra prayers of protection. Whenever that starts to happen, I ask St. Michael to go out and put like a netting over everyone so that the less impact it can have, so that it doesn't hurt or harm those we love. I also usually ask the elementals to help us in that regard as well, because of the way the storms are these days. You just never know. So last week we had freedom, healing, and miracles in the Healing with the Angel cards by Doreen Virtue. We had Pray from the Heart from the Sword of Light by Radley Valentine. And we had Visualize Abundance in All Forms from our Angels of Abundance by Doreen Virtue and Grant Virtue. And then our affirmation was, I trust my inner voice, which was what we'd had the week before. So I hope you were able to see some miracles, that you were able to really feel wherever you needed to allow yourself to be free, that you feel your freedom, that you know that you have a freedom of thought, freedom of, your ideas, your inspirations, and that if you were in need of healing, that some healing came, especially through meditation, by spending time in nature, by really just sitting with yourself, maybe journaling. Anything like that will help you get more clarity about what it is you need to do going forward. So I'm going to call in St. Michael, Raphael, Uriel, and Gabriel, like I always do. And let's see what they have for us this week. Okay. I know about you, but the weather, between the weather and just the intensity of these energies, it really feels heavy at times. I know it's supposed to be lightening up, but I don't know. I really hope so, because these storms are getting scarier and scarier. When I was coming home on Friday night, there was just I know it was the sun, I guess, setting, but it looked so bizarre because it was this round ball that was just, it was yellow, but it was kind of pulsating. It was and the sky was very weird. There were lots of rainbows I saw, and some people had double rainbows. It was just a very, very intense thunderstorms. Some had tornadoes. It's just really very, very treacherous right now. So please, please be careful. All right, so we have new beginnings, we have playfulness, and we have romance. So we're going to start with the new beginning card. Okay, so when new beginnings show up, this is about endings happening and new beginnings starting. So there might be some things coming to fruition this week that will allow new beginnings to start to come to fruition for you. It feels like it's probably, the new beginnings card feels like it's going to culminate at the end of the week. So there might be some things that are being tied up this week, either with family, with relationships that you've had that you're just tired of. It could also mean, with the new beginnings, it could mean spring cleaning, getting rid of a lot of things to make room for the new. But whatever new beginnings means for you, that's what this is going to be. Also know that, your intentions are going to start to come to fruition as well, right? Because this is, we had the new moon, and we're going to be going into we had the full moon, so we're going to be going into the new moon. So, any kind of intentions that you have floating out there, know that those new beginnings are on their way to you. Next, we have playfulness. So this week, it's all about the play. Where can you add play into your day, right? It's about reminding ourselves that it's okay to play, that it's okay to be light in our energy. It's okay to laugh. It's okay to joke. It's okay to, really just to have fun in some capacity, whatever that is. But adding play to your week will help your energies lighten, and you'll feel less burdened down by not only life, but just what's going on around us right now, right? So grab a friend, have a play date. Maybe if you don't, like me, you don't have grandchildren, maybe you borrow somebody's child to help you and go on a play date. Go do something fun. Maybe go get your nails done, or, spend time in nature, maybe going to the park, swinging on the swings, something like that, that makes you feel like you're in that kid-like energy again. And then finally, we have the romance card. So romance can mean true romance. Maybe if you've been wanting a partner, your partner steps up. Maybe you're in a relationship and your partner steps up and brings you flowers or romances you, or maybe that you want to have a new romance. This is maybe the week, especially since we had the new beginning card. Right? So when romance comes, it can be twofold. It can be about surrounding yourself with beauty, as I always say. It's about redecoration. It's about redoing. It's time to surround yourself with beauty. Time to allow yourself to romance yourself. Maybe watch a movie that makes you feel romantic, right? Maybe watch it with your partner. Whatever it is that helps you feel like you're beautiful, because it's the beauty card. And so surrounding yourself with beauty, allowing yourself to maybe buy that new scarf or that new lipstick or that new eyeshadow, try something new, because we have the new beginning, right? So try something new, redecorate, maybe get something different in your wardrobe, allow yourself some fun, to play, to really explore, maybe going out of the box a little. Maybe you get that red lipstick that you always wanted, but you've been too shy to try. Now's the time, play, find something to do that makes you feel like a kid again. And then finally know that the new beginnings are here. They're here and they're now. As we stay in the here and now moment, we're able to see our new beginnings come to fruition all around us. So now I'm going to call in St. Michael and see what he has to say about this. Okay. We have angels of healing are with you. That flew out of the deck. So a time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. Okay, so this goes hand in hand. We had healing in the last 2 weeks in our main healing with the angel cards by Doreen Virtue. But this time, St. Michael is coming in with Raphael saying, the angels of healing are with you. So whoever is needing this healing, maybe it's what we need in order to find the beauty within ourselves. A time of healing is about to bless your life. So know that this is the week. It's new beginnings, right? So maybe what our new beginning is, we've been struggling with the health issue, and this is the week that we find out that it's all good. Or we're starting to feel better. We're not stuck in the doldrums anymore. We're allowing ourselves to rise up, and the healing angels are with you, Raphael and the healing team. And I always send in St. Michael first with his sword, because he cuts away the fray, and then it's easier for the healing team to come in. Really watch for the green this week. Watch for people wearing green. Watch for that word green to come in, maybe blue as well with St. Michael. Now St. Michael can also come in as red, because there's a ruby in his sword, and so sometimes people see red with St. Michael as well. So whichever colors work for you or how you feel him, there's no right or wrong way here. It's really just an intuitive sense of a color. For me, it's blue. For St. Michael. Anyone who knows me knows I wear my blue and my green for Raphael, right? So I wear them together because in concert together, they help us heal. Also, I would say that there might be some of you who have a family member who you've been concerned about, and the angels of healing are saying, please don't worry. Things are on the mend. It's good, things are coming, right? Good news is coming, is what they're saying. And finally, let's see what the abundance angels have for us this week. Positivity, faith, and optimism. I think we had that a few weeks ago. But you open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with the path that you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. There you go. Exactly. Positivity, faith, and optimism. That's what the angels of abundance are asking us to do. To have an abundance of positivity, to have an abundance of faith, to have an abundance of optimism, and to not allow temporary setbacks to make us fall down and lose our vibration, right? Because we want to feel light. That is the beginning of the reading. We want to play. We want to surround ourselves with beauty. We want to be able to heal all of whatever aspects of us that need healing, and allowing us to feel the lightness. And through positivity, faith, and optimism, we're able to do that. We're able to keep our vibration high. And maybe you're the one that is the optimistic one and someone around you isn't so optimistic. It doesn't really matter. All you need to do is shine your light. And as you do, through your smile, through your goodness, through your kindness, that will be enough. That will shift the energy enough. So let us see what our affirmation this week is. I love that. Positivity, faith, and optimism. Okay. I am and always have been more than enough. You get that sometimes, very often, right? We sometimes feel not worthy. I think that's going around right now because as we're moving into our new beginnings, sometimes we don't feel worthy of the abundance or worthy of having nice things around us, or, you know, feeling worthy of being positive when other people are having maybe a harder time. But if we remember that I am and have always been more than enough, then we know that that's what we're going to put out there. We're going to remind people by us affirming to ourselves, I am and have always been more than enough. By affirming that in ourselves, we also can affirm that for others. And as we do that, we stand in our power center, in our confidence, and other people will be drawn to that and want to know, what is it that you're doing that makes you feel so confident? And part of it is using these affirmations. It's about staying positive, having that positivity, that faith, that optimism, knowing that whatever is happening will be healed because we happen to believe and have faith that God will send in his healing angels to help us when we need them because we've asked for it. We also know that he sends us beauty because around us is beauty every day, in nature, in people that you know. You know, I think I said this, I don't know if I said it recently, but when I used to work at the furniture store, people would come up to the counter and, you know, I would be checking them out and they would be like, you know, you are so beautiful. And, you know, I didn't always feel worthy of that compliment, but I finally realized that, really what they were doing was just a reflection of themselves, right? So they would come up and say, Donna, you know, you're just so beautiful. And I'd say, well, thank you. I appreciate that. But you know what? I am just a reflection of the beauty that's within you. And they didn't know how to take that. So remember, when you see beauty, or you are complimenting someone's beauty, usually it's because it's a reflection of some sort of beauty that's within yourself, right? Which is what the romance angels are. It's all about the beauty. And then it's all about the play, making sure you find the play this week in some way. Oh, you know what else comes to mind with the playfulness, right? Maybe you're going to go to see a play of acting, someone on the stage. That can come too for the playfulness. Whatever it is that makes you feel, it can be watching cartoons. Something that makes you feel like a kid again is what I keep feeling. That kind of energy, the energy of excitement, that energy that we used to have when we were young and we had no responsibilities and we just would play and play and play all day long, doing things. I don't know what we did, but we just did stuff, right? We just did stuff. And then knowing that our new beginnings are here and now. Right? They're here and they're now. Next weekend is Memorial Day. So I look forward, I hope if you're spending time with your family, that you have a great weekend. Also here in Indianapolis, it's our big, Indianapolis 500 weekend. So if you're going, please be careful. There's a lot of people in the city. There'll be a lot of people out and about. So maybe that's your idea of play, that you can go watch the race at the 500, right? Maybe that's where you're headed, is to Speedway to watch the race. But just know that you're right where you need to be, and you are more than enough. Right? Just remember that. And have a great week. I will see you next Monday. And don't forget, you're always on my Reiki Radar. This is Donna.